Remarks or information you would like to share with the committee, please feel free to communicate that to the committee either by email or by uploading that information via the Gen Court portal. So at this time, the chair recognizes Representative Wheeler. Good afternoon and welcome to Municipal and County Government.
Good afternoon, Chair Power and Ranking Member Stavis and friends and colleagues on the House Municipal and Government Committee. I will be as brief as I can testifying to one of the amendments. I signed on to this legislation as a co-sponsor because I've had many constituents across the state come to me to testify about the ridiculous and largely arbitrary rates that some very large properties are getting in our state at a time where people's property tax rate at a municipal level is going out the wazoo, taxing them out of their homes. And so I'd like to testify in support of the amendment which commissions a study committee which would take this issue and intake all of the different testimony, such as what we'll hear from property owners in opposition to the bill, what we just heard from Representative Reed in support of it, and try to come up with a different statutory makeup for what is, I think, an important program in this state protecting agricultural and other currently used land. So I believe in this program. I believe in the people who will testify in opposition and what they're using their properties for in many cases. But I also think that people are exploiting this system. And I think the legislature should find a way in some form or fashion to close those gaps and to end the exploitation of what should be a really reasonable and well-used system. Totally recognize that this legislature, under the direction of Speaker Packard, wants to reduce as best as possible, I should say, the commissioning of these study committees and other different types of legislative commissions. But I would remind the committee that the impetus for doing so is because people don't want to attend those study committees and commissions. This is an issue which I am positive, given the fact that I've spoken to people on all sides of the aisle, that we will be able to find the membership to attend for, and they will be meeting regularly to hone in on this issue. So no, this original bill is a huge bite at an apple that is, I think, a little too big to bite in one bite. But the issue of trying to make it so that we have a fair current use system with statutes that are modern and working, I think that a study committee going over those statutes would be appropriate and would be one of the few study committees that I would support here in this term of the legislature. So I don't know if that was 2 minutes, but I did my best, Representative Power. Thank you.
I think you hit it right on the nose there.
Oh, there you go. That's right.
Okay, are there questions for Representative Wheeler? The chair recognizes Representative Elward.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good afternoon, Representative. Do you happen to know how many other states use our current use system?
I believe it is none. And I take that with a grain of salt, but I believe that New Hampshire is unique in the way that it uses its current use statutes. And I think that other states look at us a little bit, really? They're doing that way? So that's what I would say to that.
Thank you.
The chair recognizes Representative Gilman.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for supporting my question earlier. I asked the chairwoman why, if we were going to talk about this amendment, because my question is on the makeup of the committee. Excuse me. The Department of Revenue Administration and the current use board are not represented, and I can understand why you might do that, but I wonder if they should be.
So on a study committee, the legislators are the only ones who are allowed to attend a study committee. A commission, if we were to set up a commission, then they could attend those. I think Representative Reed and myself would be hesitant to move forward on a commission for the exact same reasons why the Speaker has been hesitant to move forward on study committees.
Thank you.
It's hard to get people who have other jobs to come to a commission. But on the Legislative Study Committee, I would hope that both the DRA and the current use board would come.
The chair recognizes Representative Stavis.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for taking my question. This committee has another bill before it that deals with land value taxation. And I'm wondering if the sponsor would be willing / interested in creating a study commission that looks at both issues as one big issue.
Well, I would absolutely be. I mean, I was someone who liked to study economics on my sort of side time in high school. Land value tax was one of those taxes that brought distributists and all these different people together. So I would love to study that as a part of the current use issue, and I think the two are in tandem. I mean, I would defer to the prime sponsor of this legislation, but my answer to that would be absolutely.
Thank you.
Further questions? Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Next, the chair recognizes Mr. Klamart, Klamarzik. Thank you.